Okay, so picking up where I left yesterday, carrying on with Soul Reaver 1 Remastered. No, that one wasn't it. So I stopped just outside the tomb of the Sarafan. So I carry on from there, and I think I'm going to go up to... Let's see, you get through the game so quickly. I think I'm going to go up to Dumar, because I can probably do that in about an hour and a half, and then I'll have all the upgrades, and then I think when I play it tomorrow I'll get like the last of the upgrades. I'll probably do like... I might do the Human City today as well, but we'll go up to Damar, I think. Yeah, and then finish it off tomorrow. Might as well stay in the Spectral Realm because I need to phase in a minute to get into the tomb.
Take heed, Raziel. A forgotten history lies within. Know thyself, though it may destroy you.
Didn't even need to kill them. I just wanted to. They were annoying, they were in the way. Take a spear because I need to phase again in a minute.
As I pulled the stone free, a sigh of sepulchral air escaped the inner chamber. I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold.
Oh, significant story time now. Plot twists and whatnot. Wait a minute, that name is familiar.
These crypts, defiled caskets of Seraphin saints, bearing my brothers' names, and my own. The irony of Cain's blasphemous act rushed in on me with the crushing force of revelation. Were my hands not as bloody as these? Worse, I had spilled the blood of my brothers, these very comrades whose tombs lay ravaged before me.
Yes, Raziel, you were a Seraphan, born of the same force that all but destroyed your race. Before the dawn of the Empire, you were chosen. Cain, Nosgoth's solitary self-declared
What a twist.
monarch, plundered this tomb and raised you from these crypts. Breathing his vampiric gift into your defiled corpses, he resurrected you as his favored sons.
What a twist. Oh, and the... well, Malik is not a... Malik is something else. Malik is, I think, the guardian of the circle, so he is not a vampire. He was like the... I want to say like the captain of the Sarafan, I think. So he is something else. He was like a spirit bound in animated armor or something. And they tease us with Tyrell here, who is not in the game. He's the only brother that you don't fight in this game. You do eventually meet him, but it is in Defiance, which is the third game in the series. But he was meant to be included in the game, and this bit here is using some of the original dialogue that was intended for him. I'm not dealing with that, Wraith. And now we're going to get the best upgrade. because this guy here, this little tomb guardian, is the first Turellum you meet, and yeah, you don't fight Tyrell in this game. He's the missing brother, but he was going to have this whole section apparently like set in a big factory. And what's really nice about this remaster version is that you can access like the lost levels and see like what could have happened. So it was like Tyrell's big like smokestack factory level. The human town had like a whole subplot against like a vampire worshipping cult of humans. And I mentioned last time that the big cathedral where you fight Zephon, that was meant to be the original end to the game, where you fought Cain at the top. But yeah, it's really cool in this version that you can, you can run around in those levels. They've sort of been reconstructed. Right, so he has. Oh, he's very strong. Might have to. Oh, he's giving me a bit of grief. That's all right. As always. As always, we can just eat souls and come on him again. Oh, just need to like stun him and then throw him in the water. No! There we go. Jeez. Consuming Tyrell's soul. No, we're not consuming Tyrell's soul. We're just getting a weird wibbly-wobbly thing that gives us telekinesis, which is great.
This relic has infused you with the power to compress and manipulate space. As your symbiotic weapon, the Soul Reaver is also thus enhanced. You may focus and project an orb of kinetic energy to strike objects that are otherwise beyond your reach.
That's pretty cool. We can just like spam telekinesis now and just go. It's great. It's great. It doesn't kill, but we can find upgrades, which we'll probably do today because it's very close to the area where we're going to go into Rahab's area, where you can upgrade the Soul Reaver with elemental fire, and then it turns those into fireballs, and then, well, then it's just a good time. Right, we go through this phase into the water. Going into this really weird little like transition area between like all these areas. It's very, very strange little area, if I'm honest. There's like nothing here in terms of like upgrades or anything. It's just a very weird little area. So like you will likely only ever come through this bit once. And it's really just to get used to using the new telekinesis shot. You need to solve a few little puzzles here, like just to move objects and break glass and stuff, so just get used to using it for solving puzzles. But now we can like just spam telekinesis, knock them into walls, and do that. It's like here. Haha. This is such a weird room. I am convinced this was going to be for something else. Because look, you have to, shatter a wind to get to, but like, by the time you can get to the room, you've only got choice. And like, it's a little mana refill station up here, but it's not used for anything else. Like, there's no upgrades. It's such a weird little room. And it's like a dead end. It's not on the way to anything else. Very, very strange to say, this little sort of passageway area. Oh my god, this fledgling is giving me grief. I deal with this. So these are Torellum as well. These are the fledglings, but they still have telekinesis. They're basically like the toughest normal enemies. I've got no. Well, I can. See if I can TK him onto the spike. There we go. The game is very generous with its targeting there, and like going, oh, I know what you want to do. And we phase. Basically, any enemy in the spectral realm now is a complete joke, because we can just bombard it with the force blasts. Right, now for the bit with a lot of water. Oh, why did I phase? I need to immediately change this boat. A little bit of trivia. This harpoon here is a unique spear. It's the only one in the game. But you can't really carry it because you need to like do some phasing and stuff to... like, because you pick it up there, but you need to phase to get the boat. I suppose you could throw it up to the platform. It's not like any... It's not better than a regular spear. It's just, you know, it's just fun. Just a unique spear in the game. Right. Going up to Rahab's area now, who is our vampire brother who has adapted to water. So all his vampires can swim. Now this is thankfully quite a short area, but it does have some very annoying bits where you have to do a lot of platforming over water.
This abbey has been drowned by the deluge spilling from this polluted land. Your brother Rahab and his brood, devastated even by the feeble rays of Nosgoth's sun, overcame their vulnerability to water and retreated from the surface. Now they haunt these ruins and glide in the darkness of its stagnant depths.
Right, so we're what, 14 minutes now? Let's see how quickly we can do this area. As I say, it's not super long. Basically what we do, we're going to go a big circuitous route up to those gargoyles. We jump across up to that bell tower, and that bell tower basically opens up the door to Rahab's boss arena. That's a nice gimme there. Nice freebie. Nice reward for, you know, using your new toy, your Force Blast. And again. So the Rahab vampires have also got like a ranged attack. but it's no big deal. Right, we will come back to this area later when we have a different upgrade, because there is a health upgrade hidden by that. I think we'll take a pipe. Always good to take a pipe. Alright, first bit over, lots of water. There is a trophy for doing the whole thing without getting all the way up to the bell tower without falling in the water. Well, see, I can't knock him in the water because it does nothing. I think he just jumps out. Yep. Just gonna keep throwing him back in. Phase so we can go into the water. Alright. Okay, this is the first bit that's a pain. So climb this wall. And go along the rafters. Just gonna batter these guys with the force blast. You know what? Whatever. Alright. And now we have to do this bit along the gargoyles, which is such a... Oh! Come on, one more. No! There we go. So we have to loop all the way back. I say, it's not... it's so frustrating. So I have to do all this bit again, so I have to... go back along, we have to feed up. Go through there. There's a shatterable window there, which we will be able to get to when we can swim. But first we have to do all this fun stuff again. I swear the amount of time is going to go into just doing this bit. Right. So you can use, like, the shadow as he's, you know, like, gliding. Try and get an idea where you're going to land. I think if I kill these guys, they just... Oh, you dick. You can use the shadow as an idea where you'll land. And thankfully, you do drop instantly. There we go. Alright, we did it in one go, that's fine. But see, like, I'm at the boss arena, and that took me 6 minutes. It's not a long game. You could easily, like, bang this out over a couple of afternoons. Once you know what you do. I mean, like, I know this game like the back of my hand. Being so, that was, like, a fairly linear path. It wasn't, like, a crazy labyrinth or a maze or anything. It was just, you know, following the one route, do some jumping puzzles. That's it, now we're at the boss. So in the space of 20 minutes, we've got like, we're gonna get 2 upgrades, the Force Blast and now the swimming ability. And that is going to open up a whole bunch of the game. Actually, always forget how it doesn't take that long at all to get through the Abbey. Right, Rahab, who is now like a giant merman vampire, which is super cool.
You have adapted well to your environment, for one so maladjusted.
Do not mock me, Raziel. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation overcome. Cain said you would come.
You speak with the murderer?
You would do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more did he tell you?
That you would
another good upgrade there over the remastered version, for the remastered version.
Tell me, before I tear your soul from its moorings, do you know what we were before Cain spawned us?
Human.
Seraphan, Rahab, the antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us? From what?
From ourselves.
Right, so all we do for this, all these stained glass windows, we just shatter them with the Force Blast. And we can get most of them just by staying here. So he can lunge up and bite you. But it's fine. He might knock you in the water, but again, you just like eat souls, come back for another go. That's the last one. There we go. That's it. That's Rahab. We stood in one place and fired off 8 Force Blasts. There is like a bit of speculation in the fandom that Rahab knows that you're coming to kill him, because he says, you know, like, oh, Cain said you would come. So he is like resigned to it. He comes to this room specifically like, oh, well, if I'm fated to die, I have to come to this room that, you know, has only one entrance, which is the staircase. It's like, you know, why is he in this one room? Alright. Alright, now for janky swimming controls. Yes, that took 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and a lot of that was, what I'd say, about 2 minutes of that was the dialogue just there. Hooray! Now we have janky swimming. Oh god, just controls so awkwardly. There we go.
Beyond the maelstrom of the abyss this. A subterranean tunnel leads northward to the clan territory of your brother Dumas. Endowed with Rahab's soul, you may swim to gain entry where your progress was previously impeded.
Yes, can't go back the way we come because that that doorway is blocked. You can only open it from one side. So what we have to do is hop over here. We're going to phase because we need to go back through the gateway. But now that we can swim, there's now portals underwater. So there are some of the Rahab vampires swimming around. They are just no threat at all. Just absolutely zero threat. Like, they will just swim after you. They might kind of do a little bit of a chomp, but, like, that's it. Right, so I'm going to go... Yeah, that's it. You just sort of swim around it. So we're going to go all the way down here. Down these stairs, which are a headache to navigate because it's a tight space and we have janky swing controls. But now, ooh, look at this nice stained glass window. Break that. Now we have the Fire Reaver.
This elemental form is tuned to the Soul Reaver's energy.
So more trivia. There were meant to be a whole different bunch of different elemental reavers in the game. Basically one for like each of the glyphs. Like, from what I understand, like the glyphs weren't originally in the game. It was meant to be you would find all these elemental forges, and so you'd have like the water reaver, the light reaver, the earth reaver, that kind of thing. And that becomes a big thing in Soul Reaver 2 because you don't have the glyphs, you have the forges, which are they're basically the keys. They basically act as the progression upgrades. But now it means we can set things on fire with the Soul Reaver, and more importantly, the force projectiles are fireballs now, which means now we can just snipe other vampires from halfway across a map and set them on fire, which is pretty good. Right, so we go back up here. To find where we can... There we go. So now we wake up all the vampires. This is cool. So we can pick up a stone and then walk along the bottom, which I find a little easier to do than swimming. Right, and there is one particular passageway that we go up. It's that one. So now we do a whole bunch of swimming. Into this big area, which I always get turned around in. But this brings us all the way back to Raziel's territory, where, like, right at the start of the game. Because if we pop out of here... Oh look, there's that Dumas fledgling who's always, like, hanging out by the water. But now that we can swim, we can go and get the best glyph in the game, the fire glyph, because it's not like particularly hidden away, it's kind of on the route, and now we've got the fire Reaver as well. It's actually very easy to do it. So we got through this area here, this little tunnel hidden away. Right, I need to try and remember how to do the fire glyph puzzle. I think we go this way. Quickly shift back. So the whole idea is we have to bring some fire to this big statue. Which you normally can't do because you can't reach that gate without phasing through, which means you lose the fire you're carrying. So now we head down here. Now that gate is open. Jump over these guys. Right, and what you're meant to do is that there is somewhere at the start of the level there's like just a stick, like a torch that's unlit, and what you're meant to do is kind of like throw it across to there, set it on, light it, catch it on fire, and then carry that all the way back. But we have got the fire Reaver, so we don't have to bother with that. We can just skip across to it. Climb back up. Jump over them because you don't want to lose the Reaver. But you know what? I'm going to set them on fire. All we do is run back here. There we go, now we've got the fire glyph, which is the best glyph in the game because it just clears a room. And will come in useful in a couple of rooms, especially with the Torellim, who are very fast and very strong, and usually take a lot of hits, but just set them on fire. So we've got 14 mana. It costs 8 to cast. All right, that's fine. So we'll probably get a few. Well, the nice thing is there is a point in getting the other glyphs, even if you don't use them, because it does increase like your magic meter, even if you never use them. But the fire glyph says it's like, because it's on the way back, like you're going to be getting it. There is also, you don't actually have to technically swing this because you can always like after defeating Rahab, you can always just like save, exit, and then come back in. And then you start off by default at the Underworld Sanctuary. I am going to go into the Human Citadel now, seeing as because the Human Citadel has got 3 health upgrades in there, and or 3 parts of the health upgrade, and also the water glyph as well, which again is really, really easy to get. Again, it's barely a puzzle. You literally move 1 block and that's it, and that gives you the water glyph, which we will probably never use, but it is just useful to have the extra glyph energy for the fire glyph. So I say we can just waltz through the later parts of the game. And also with the swing ability and the force blast, well, there are, I think, a couple more health upgrades we can go and get as well. How many have we got? We've got... yeah, so we need 3 more, which is fine. That's all the ones in the Human Citadel. So I think you can actually get here quite early, I think. I've always come here after I get the swimming ability, but I guess that was, you can get here, you don't need to swim to get there. I guess you can get through, I don't know actually, I never really thought about it. But like, you really want to come here just the once, get all the upgrades at once. Because you need the swimming upgrade to be able to, the swimming grade and the force blast to be able to get the water glyph and one of the health upgrades.
The Human Citadel. Its towering walls and deep moats engineered to keep
so just it's optional, you don't have to come here. But it's good benefits if you do.
Though the city was well fortified against vampires, its human architects hadn't considered a breach by a creature such as myself.
Boy, Bill, do you think we should put bars over like these massive windows at the front of our fortress where the last remnants of humanity live? Like, nah, it'd be fine. It'd be fine. Just have like a massive open window. It'd be fine. Is there one up here? Nope. Try to remember what one are now. This area is like pretty big. I say for essentially a completely optional, semi-hidden area. Right, let's go and do this one first. Single lonely Rahab vampire just hanging out here. Yes, there we go. There's one up here, I think. I think that's a quick way out, actually. I'll come back this way, because I think there's a guardrail you jump over. Do that in a bit. Right. Go and solve the easy water shrine puzzle. So all it literally is getting this block. Got to have a block puzzle. We are Soul Reaver 1. Haven't had a block puzzle yet in 40 minutes. So what we'll do is push that down. Put them to there. This room fills up. Get the water glyph, which is not great. It just stuns enemies. It's whatever. It's here just to give us extra mana to use the fire glyph. That is its only purpose. It's a real shame about the glyphs because, I say, just there's 6 of them, and like they're optional. So like they're not required to beat the game, which I do like. But they're so cool, and just like they're just not great. The fire glyph, as I say, is the only one worth using. The other 5, the other 5 are just. I mean, at the very minimum, you would get the force glyph and the fire glyph because they're like on the way as you play the game. Because the force glyph, you get it right outside Melchior's, and early in the game, it's all right. Where you can get swarmed and you haven't got like all your upgrades yet. And then the fire glyph again, it's on the way back from Rahab's area. So again, you don't have to really go out of your way to get it. It's super dark because we've got the night cycle on. So, apologise, this is really, really dark. You can't really see what's happening. Yeah, so turn the water off. And down this very dark hallway. There is cheeky vampire down here. Let's get some block puzzles going. Come on. Flip that up. Flip that up. Drag it back. Jump up. Phase. It's going to get the last one, and also a magic upgrade as well, and also the fast travel point, even though we will then never need to come back here. Right, fast travel room's up there, we'll come back to it in a minute. No point going and doing it and then having to run back. Definitely took the long way around there. And there we go. And now we jump across here. Flip this switch. Good job, lads. I'll take that. Thanks for keeping an eye on it. Your service will be remembered. Right, so into the human city, taking all their relics. Let's go to Dumas area, I think. That's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to get all that stuff done, and then the last video will just be me getting the last few collectibles and just kind of sweeping up and then finishing it, I think. Oh, I wonder how long it'll take me to do Dumas level, because again, it's not particularly big. So that'll be interesting. Oh no, I've lost the Soul Reaver. If only I couldn't set things on fire. Excuse me. And glide. That's an area without, I think, any enemies, because the whole idea is that this used to be Dumas' stronghold. He's like your second oldest brother, and all his him and all his kids have been killed.
Arrogance that brought the downfall of his clan. These are human weapons, Raziel. Believing themselves invincible, Duma and his offspring failed to see an attack coming from the least likely assailants. Complacent in their arrogance, they were taken by surprise, allowing the human vampire hunters to decimate their ranks with little resistance. The few that escaped have been reduced to scavengers.
So this is really just like a big puzzle area, really. So there's not really any combat at all. But it does have the most unique boss. I would say, is he the best? He's probably like the best boss in the game, honestly, just because he's the most like elaborate fight. Like half of this level is, excuse me, I'm trying to eat you. Oh, thank you. Like half this level is, you know, the puzzle of. Well, it's basically Dumas. When you fight him, he is like a big rampaging beast, essentially. And the fun of this level is you have to lure him to like a big incinerator, essentially. And a lot of fun of the level is setting up the route, which is pretty fun. Alright, so... Oh. Controller battery is low. Good, once again. Right, I don't think I can get to that bit right. What I'm going to do in phase. I always forget Dumas how, like, the method of it. Go down here. Oh, it's a high up area. How will I get there? Probably some sort of block puzzle. Oh, okay. I thought it teleported me down there. This puzzle at least is pretty cool, because you have to, like, get one block over to the other side, so you have to, like, stack them all just right and stuff. It's okay. Yeah, there are 4. So we can flip that up. Force blast it. Oh no, is this going to work? Oh, I don't know, it's not. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Knew I always forget how to do this bit. There we go. Because then that can go up there. Oh, what will I do? Maybe set them on fire. Just, oh my god, the fire glyph is so good. It's just so good. Right, so now we stack them up this side. Always forget how close it needs to be. Let's do it there. All right. No? What am I doing wrong? Oh. No. Hang on, wait. Does it have to be 3? Am I doing this wrong? Have I forgotten how to do this? I hate Dumas-Fit. There we go. Just needed more of a run up to it. There we go. God, hardest bit we struggled most with. Alright, so this is the big incinerator, which we're going to use later. Why he has this in his house, I don't know. Because, like, what is this place? What is this used for? That's good. I like that you have to use this to progress in the level, because this is going to open up some doorways. I like that you have to do this before you have to use it in the boss fight. Because, you know, because it shows, oh hey, this is how you prep it and use it. to do this bit, which involves shifting back and forth, which I think is pretty cool. I like this bit. I find it because you have to shift, jump, shift. There you go. And we tip this. And it's then the doorway to Damar's throne room. Alright. Let's go see Damar. Had a very productive hour. We've killed 2 brothers. And got all these upgrades. Been to the human citadel. It's not a long game at all.
My brother, Damar, a powerful warrior in life. He would have burned with shame to have me find him here like a stuck pig.
There is like a fan theory because he's not like hugely mutated like the other ones are. So the theory is that he got killed, quite a few centuries ago because like he's not mutated anymore. I think there was like some sort of interview with it saying like, oh, if he had. There was like concept art. There was like, if he had like hadn't been killed here, if he had mutated more, then he'd have been like a giant rhinoceros thing, which would have been cool. This is all very cool because you can go into the spectral realm, and he's hanging out here.
Come to save my soul, prodigal brother.
Not to save it, but to take it. Your only salvation is release.
I'll show you actually. Oh yeah, he will attack. Okay. Oh god, I need to. No. I need to find a place to shift back. There we go. So that's cool that you can go into the spectral room and chat with him. But now we have to go onto his body and pull out all the spears. Again, yep. Blow up. Yo, 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 yo.
Unbound at last. I thank you, brother.
Your thanks are premature, Damar. I have not forgotten whose hands bore me into the abyss.
The centuries in Limbo have honed my strength. Not even Cain is my equal.
I'm an absolute unit of a vampire.
We shall test your thesis, Raziel.
My bloodthirst has been superseded by an even darker hunger. I will consume your soul before this day is
You may have strength, but I have edge. Right, get rid of this spear. Right, so Dumar is, like all the bosses, he is invincible to your attacks, so he is a puzzle. So we have to lead him all the way back to the furnace. Which is generally pretty cool. It's one of the better sequences in the game, I think. And low-key kind of scary. Because he is super strong. He will absolutely wreck your shit if he gets close to you. Because he is... he's technically like a vampire revenant, so he has the super life-draining ability. And he also uses his... he stuns you as well, which is not great. He does his unique ability, which is the constrict ability, which is what we get from him. It is a rubbish ability. It is literally thrown into the game so we can just have a different way of solving puzzles in the last part of the game. And it's very awkward to use. You have to like run in a circle around an object and it rotates it. And it just gets overused in the last dungeon because it's just like, oh god, we're right near the end of the game. We have to come up with a new upgrade. Dumar. Right. Right. Right, go turn on the gas. Don't mind me, bro. What are you doing, Vamp-Bro? Right, well, I'm hoping switching the thing on will just automatically end it. Like, he doesn't have to be down in the area. Step vamp, help, I'm stuck. Yes, that's great. He'll... Just like, why? Why did I stand in the middle of the furnace? Why? But imagine being dead for centuries. You get brought back to life, and like 3 minutes later, you get burned to death in your own house by your own giant furnace. Just embarrassing. I don't want to blame the victim, but it is kind of on him.
Band of spectral energy around your enemies. This energy manifests itself in both the spectral and material realms, and in the physical world, it can be employed to manipulate otherwise immovable objects.
Consuming Dumar's soul has given you a useless ability that won't be used in the sequel games because we realized it was kind of bad. And kind of awkward. You can technically use it on enemies, but like, why would you ever do that? You have to stun them, and then you run in a circle around them, but it doesn't kill them. But we are going to go and use it now to get a health upgrade. I didn't actually keep an eye on the time and how long that actually took to do this section. Not very long, I'm guessing. Right, so we go to the courtyard here. Right. Behold the wonders of constriction. Then we go again. Is used here in 2 other areas, and then all in the final dungeon. Doesn't even have the decency to be used in a lot of puzzles. Oh no, Tyrellin, what will I do? If only I could set them on fire. go. God, we're only at 1 hour 11. Generally could go and finish the game now, but no, I promised I was going to do all the secrets, all the extra bits, and that's what I'm going to do. I might go... Right, so now I've got Constriction. There are now 2 other abilities I can... 2 other health segments I can get. I mean, I can get them all now because I've got all the required upgrades. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's go get all the health segments and magic upgrades. Let's go and do that. And maybe all the glyphs? What have I got left to do? The sunlight glyph, the earth glyph, and the sound glyph. The sunlight one does take a little while to do from what I remember, but I might still do it.
In the furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
Yeah, so it's literally just up there. Like to the left, slightly. But nope, we're going to go and get items. So I think first one we'll do is the Raziel ones. That's this way, isn't it? Yep. The tower. There we go. Excuse me. Oh no, I haven't got enough magic to set them on fire. I'll just have to leave. Disappointing. You know when you don't have enough mana to set things on fire. But what we can do... There we go. Lovely. Nice and toasty. Right, so constrict, flip. It is such a day killer, you know. It just just ruins the rest of the day. You know, you wake up, you think, "I'm gonna have a great day," and then you're like, "Oh no, just don't have enough mana to set fire to vampires." Oh, that's it. What a typical Tuesday. Right. This is very similar to what we just did in Damar's stronghold. So we're gonna build a big old tower of blocks. Nope. Right, head back to the warp gate. Oh, rude. What's the best one now? The Rahab one, I guess. Okay. Oh, no. Going the wrong way. And you go towards the boat. Back we go. Just those Rahab vampires just they just don't care. They're like, you know what, fine. Yeah, that's on us. We should have taken that artifact sooner, but we didn't. We were just swooning around and we didn't. So, you know what, fair play to him. Oh, come on, I need a... Oh, damn it. Alright then. Probably just enjoying the fact they can go in the water and not die, yeah. They can't go in the sun, though. So they can swim, but sunlight kills them. No matter... Because normally in this game, Legacy, it's only fledgling vampires that are hurt by sunlight, but all the Rahab vampires are hurt by sunlight, because that's the price they pay for being able to swim. Go to that room which had the giant drill column thing in it. Right, and there's now all the optional uses of the constrict ability. From here on, like, you just needed to progress. Oh, you know what I'm going to do, because it's such a pain to get out of here, because I can't go back the way I came. To get to the warp gate, and it's such a pain to like just swim around and do it. What I'm gonna do is, let me save. Oh yeah, what we'll do, we'll quit game, load game. Genuinely so much quicker. So there we go, pro tip. Oh, hello. My cat's just bounded into the room with immense energy, probably because she wants a snack. Hello, Willow. Hello. Right. Let's go to Zephon's area, because there's some goodies in the cathedral. It is a bit of a speedrun strategy, not gonna lie. Pro strats on this stream. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the health upgrade here. There is a magic upgrade as well. I'll get the sound glyph, because that's all. It's basically all in the same area. And then I will... Hello, Willow. Now she's just crawling all over me, because she definitely wants a snack. And then what I'll do, I think I'll probably call it for a day there, and then tomorrow, the last time I play, I will do the Earth Glyph puzzle and the Sunlight Glyph puzzle, because they take slightly longer, and it's just block puzzles, you know. And then I'll finish the game as well, because then that'll be everything. Right, so let's shift, because we need to go through the cathedral. I'm not scared of these Zephon vampires anymore, because I've got fire. You could have just let me go past. This is on you. I did the vampire equivalent of like, I don't want any trouble. Or the, you know, call an ambulance, but not for me! Set fire to everything. Right, hop up here. Oh, you know what? Let's take advantage of wall climbing and get some of this extra mana up here. This passageway, I don't think I've ever looked in this little passageway. Oh, it leads down here! Oh, that's a much easier way to get to it. No, it isn't. It's a dead end. Never mind. That's why I never went... Oh, no. Oh, you can jump down there. I see. I see. And this is why we don't experiment with different routes. That's why we stick to what we know. Shift. Climb up this wall. And I think that is the last magic upgrade. I think the maximum magic is 52. So 36. So the earth glyph would give, the noise glyph would give 4. That's 1. Yeah, I think it's 52. Whatever. It's all used for casting fire glyph anyway. Right. Jump down here. Hop up here. See, because you need, like... I said it before, but you need, like, to be able to climb walls and also do the telekinesis. By the time you have it and can come back here to get to this area where the sound glyph is, like, you don't need it. It's, like, so out of your way to come back to it. Unless you really want, like, that magic upgrade as well. Oh my god, look, I just... You know what, alright, fine. Right. Sound glyph, not a particularly hard strategy. We get this big bell ringer. We have to just ring a bell. That's all we have to do. But the bell is up there. Come on. There we go. So what we do, we throw the ringer up there. Climb up here. I mean, it's a very quick puzzle to do. It's just it's very out of the way to come and do it, I find. And I say for the sound glyph, which is not that good. I say we are committing to 100%. Little animation of the noise glyph. Where is it? There we go. That's all it is. Again, let's save. And then quit. Load. Because now we're going to Melchiah's area for the last health segment. Again, speedrun strats here. Just gonna phase. I can't find my way for some reason when I'm actually swimming. And I know how to walk it. It's right. It's not that way. That's where you come out. It's that way. So, it could have come here a lot earlier, but there's a health upgrade that you can only get with the Force Blast. Oh, cheeky. Very cheeky. Set you on fire for that. There's a health upgrade you can get here, but you need to have the Force Blast, so you might as well come back here, you know, when you've got the Force Blast, which is basically then so late in the game that you don't need the elemental glyph that is also here. But again, this is like a fairly... Alright, this is like a fairly biggish area, like the human city, and it is optional. It's like, and it's, you know, semi-hidden away. He's just going. Always found that slightly creepy, that like, that zoom in up to the top there and you can see something moving around. I always found that very, very creepy. Right, so we're going to run past all these lads. And go up through, how's it called? Noopraptor's skull, I think it's meant to be. Noopraptor is another character from the lore, which I don't know enough about to talk about with much confidence. Right, might deal with this guy because he's hanging around. Oh, cheeky, you know what? Oh wait, combat's not difficult because I have a fire glyph. And you two had a critical lack of not having a fire glyph. My pro tip would be to get a fire glyph. Alright, so now we have to shift. How embarrassing. Once again, my controller ran out of charge. There we go. There we go. Right, all reconnected up to a controller with some charge now. Right. Anyway, as I was saying. You know what? Yeah, it is real life lessons on Legacy of Kain. This game taught me a lot. Like, you know, if you want to... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, that's a disaster. Damn you, Soul Reaver janky platforming. Where is the portal? I have no idea where the closest portal is. Oh my god, I've got to do all that again. Right. God, this might take us up to 2 hours now. Right. Me again. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's me, lad. Yeah, fell down off the platform, didn't I? Yep. And I'm going to take it out on you. I blame my controller for running out of charge and then having to switch over to the other one. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. Right. Go there. Jump up to here. Carefully walk across. No! Man, this game is out for my blood today. Why can't I do this? Oh my god. I'm really glad my terrible attempt at this is being immortalised forever in digital media. Right, there we go. So glide down to over here. Right, so there is a block there. So now we can go down here. And then final health segment. Now look at our magnificent spiral. I think there is a warp gate here. Yes. Right, you know what? Let's go get that earth glyph. And I think we'll finish on that today, because then that will probably take about 10 minutes, because again, it's just a big old block puzzle. Come on, there we go. Right, let's do a massive block puzzle. My favourite. So I didn't get enough of this in the cathedral level. There is, I'm sorry to say, a few more of these in the final dungeon. Right, so there's a spot there, which I imagine is for this one. I don't know this one off the top of my head. I mean, it's just matching puzzle. It's just matching pictures, but the most efficient way of doing it, because I don't usually do this one because it takes forever. Right, so I want to go flip, flip. Flip, flip, and flip. Oh, there's one I've got to get out of, like, the wall or something, I think, from what I remember. Right, there's one there. Yes, oh, it's up there, right. I think this one is plain. I think this one could be left. I need another one, don't I? Right, that one has to go somewhere. That is not a block. Well, it is a block, but it's not with a symbol on it. And that's a... Okay, alright. Let's just get this one moving first. Right, let's see what we need. Right, so we need one facing that way. That one. Nope. Other side then. Oh no, is there one on the other side that I've got to push all the way over? Oh god. You see what I mean? This is why I just don't normally do the Earthglyph one. Because it just takes forever. This whole bloody Earthglyph puzzle is going to take me longer than, like, Rahab's entire area. And, like, the payoff isn't that good. Right, that felt slightly quicker than pushing. I think that needs to be flipped. Right. Hurrah! That is indeed one way to move a block. It's only 2 to do actually, it's quite cheap. Oh, you know what? Let's well, let's save. Because I don't want to do all that again. And then what I'm going to do is, as a treat, I know, pretty fancy. As a treat, I'm going to jump down into the valley area where there's a bunch of these vampires, and I'm going to do each glyph to show off the animations of each one. So, like, so here we go. Here's the force glyph. It pushes him back. And then earth glyph. Just stuns him. Oh, it can shatter. Okay, alright. I didn't know that. So there we go. There's potential use. And now I need to find another... Oh, there we go. Come on. Come on, you. Alright, let's do... Noise glyph. Just stuns him. Yep. And then... Water glyph. for longer. Okay, and then we all know and love it. There we go. That was all the glyphs, apart from the sunlight glyph. But oh, that's really interesting about the earth glyph. I know it stunned them, but I didn't know you could then shatter them. That's actually really interesting. Alright, maybe you're not so... You know what, Earthglyph? You're alright. You're alright. But that was still 5 minutes too long to do that puzzle. Right, I'm going to call it there for today. So tomorrow I will get the sunlight glyph. That's the last glyph. And then finish the game. So there we go. That'd be pretty fun. So hopefully we'll see you for that. Otherwise, yep, I'll put it all up on YouTube as well, so you can watch the bits you missed. But yeah. If you join me tomorrow, that'd be nice. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. It'll all be on YouTube. All right. So, bye.